All right, you primitive screwheads, listen up. See this? This is my boomstick. Shop smart. Shop S-smart. You got that?
That'd do me. All day long. There you are, baby. Right on time. You know, they say waitresses don't get big tips. Well, that's about to change.
You wouldn't even know what to do with me.
Oh, honey bunny, I would destroy you in the best possible way. Honey, I'm home.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Friday stream. This is a little bit of horror talk as well, since it is October, and I promised you guys and girls that we would be doing some of that stuff. So, today we're going to be talking about Halloween Ends. Oh, good Lord. There's bad, and then there's this movie.
Yeah.
Now, for those folks who thought that the Rob Zombie ones were painful, you could give them an Oscar now compared to this one.
I actually liked the first two of this series, and this one I did not like.
I agree. I'm in that same boat. I'm in that same boat. I thought the second one kills. The last one was great. I thought that was great. I mean, he gets up, he kills like half the town at the end of the movie. Great.
Oh yeah.
This was a major disappointment.
Yep.
Yeah, we're going to get into all this, but we did get a super chat right from the get-go. That means Walton is going to be crying a little bit. But before we hit that, let me just say hello to all my guests first. We have Stone Loki here, if you guys are not familiar with him. Loki, introduce yourself to the wonderful audience.
Thank you, Vinny. I do Mornings of Mischief on YouTube Monday through Friday at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time here on YouTube, and we talk about all kinds of stuff, everything from movies, video games, television series, to how to basically set up your channel to succeed at YouTube.
That is fantastic. And yeah, I've been on his stream, and we had a blast. So I'm like, I got to invite him on, definitely. And happy to have you here, man.
Thank you.
Dude. And we got Tina Bojan in the house.
Hello, boys. How are you?
Not too bad. She's one of the few people who is enjoying a certain show. Maybe we'll mention later.
Yeah, that apparently is the true horror story of the week. But
yeah, that finale. I heard about that finale. Like, damn.
Yeah, me too. Holy crap! But before we get into all that stuff too, we got the Doc is in the house. We got a Digger Outlaw. How you doing? What's up?
Howdy. Nothing new, nothing unusual, just another day. Glad to be here, even though I am woefully unqualified to be among you people who are better movie-versed than I am.
Well, it's all right. We're here for the laughs, right?
Yeah.
We got, speaking of laughs, this guy has an infectious one. We got Chris Fisk in the house.
Yeah, the cackling hyena.
Dude,
man, hey,
you're awesome, brother.
Friday. Hell yeah.
That's right, man. Like I said, you didn't see it, but I think we're probably saving you like an hour and
I didn't miss it.
Yeah, you didn't miss shit. So, you're good. And Angelus Draven, he freshly watched this.
I did.
Still steaming?
Yep. It was bad. I don't even know what to say. It was just really bad.
Yeah, well, there's plenty to say. We'll say it soon. Tony Tone Deaf is in the house. Brother, have you seen this film?
You know, I watched Halloween 4 today. I did myself a favor.
Oh, beautiful.
And I don't laugh much, but I am infectious. So, ladies.
Break out your penicillin.
Whip it on out. But first, we need to play the $5 bumper. And here it is, presented to you by Hans Koch.
I just wanted to say, I love you guys. Hope you're having a great night. Shirtless Walton is a thing. People have balls. They all have balls. Now that was really gay. Can you say it like a real man? Oh my God! I might get laid tonight. Mirror! I only have 19 seconds left. Oh my God!
Yes, oh my God. I mean, that is a horror movie cover. Seriously, he is scarier looking than It the Clown. I mean, would you let your children anywhere near that psychopath? I mean, that is a psychopath right there. I mean, look at him. God. Oh, I mean, it cries out, danger, danger, alert, alert. I am a scumbag. I am filth. I am your enemy. I would literally not be able to finish my dinner if somebody walked over and talked to me that looked like these two guys. That's what it's about. It's the spirit of evil. Oh. I've tried to do joke photos like this to look disingenuous, and I can make any face I want to. I can't pull it off because the eyes, Chico. It's always in the eyes. Oh my gosh. Oh. He wants to run your life. He wants to control every aspect of your life because he knows he is a cowardly, degenerate sack of anti-human trash.
That was really gay.
Apologies to Walton, but he brought that on himself. We love him, and if he's out there, yeah, dude, there's always an invite for you if you are around today. But anyway. I told him, don't make those weird videos. He kept dropping them, and I'm like, dude, put a shirt on. Stop talking about your sexual life. It's weird. But, yeah, we did what we had to do. Real quick, though, Dago was the first one in here today, so hail, brother. Nelson the Gentleman, the gas is strong with this one. That's right. Draven was saying hi to everybody. Loki was saying hello. We had a few others over here. Where are we? Yeah, Tina was saying hi to everybody too. Super fan, Adam Shawhan. What's up, brother? Oh yeah, I forgot to drop him a link. I knew I forgot somebody. Ryan Rogers, what's up? Thanks for being here. Parrot Head was in the house as well, man. Hail, brother. Always great to see you. The Sentinel, what's up, man? Great seeing you here. Yeah, we're gonna be talking about Halloween Ends. Whew, what the fuck was that movie? Indeed. Indeed, my friend. Let's see. But yeah, before we get into everything else, there was one more bit of information that dropped, and good old Hans Cock gave it to us earlier. I don't know if you guys happened to see my short, but I will be dropping it again. It's only a minute, but guys, this is the late breaking news from the Marvel MCU. Hello, everyone. This is your old pal, Hans Cock, and I have some bombshell late-breaking news. Indiana Jones will be playing General Ross in the latest MCU picture, previously played by the late, great William Hurt. Now, for those unaware, General Ross turns into the Red Hulk. So get ready, folks. I like a lot of money, and they're paying me a shitload to portray this character. So get ready to see me nice and red, and ready to break more faces and smash more hips like your mom's. Anyway, I'll see you soon. Hit like and subscribe.
That Red Hulk still looks like Mark Ruffalo. Like, I don't want to see Harrison Ford's face all hulked out.
That's
all
gonna be
wrinkly and shit.
so creepy and weird.
It looks like a California raisin.
Yeah. The Sentinel says there's only two cocks I trust, mine and Hans' cock. That's right. But well, before we get into any more of that stuff, let's hit the topic of the day. And I am sharing screen now. So, yeah, we're going to keep this up because, again, Activia, this movie was shit.
It was.
I don't know how we should start this thing, but we'll start with the opening. We had about 12 minutes of nonsense that really meant nothing. And, yeah, apparently the whole town is fearful of Mike Myers and the damage that he's done to this community. And everyone's hurting each other in the name of Michael Myers. It's so fucking stupid. The funniest thing is this we get into this mansion, this rich couple, and there's a guy babysitter right there. I'm already out of the picture. It's like I should have closed it at that point. Who's gonna trust a young guy with a kid like that? It's weird, unless they're family members or something. It's a cousin or an older brother. I get it, but
especially in this day and age. But
right. Oh man, I don't know if anyone remembers a sidetrack for a minute. There was a commercial. I think they played it during the Super Bowl, and there was this one guy, and he was talking about how important a name is, and how this guy is fantastic with kids. There's a chubby guy, maybe in his early 20s, and he goes, "I'm great with kids. I help raise my brothers and sisters, and I told him such a great babysitter, but for some reason." Nobody wants to hire me as a babysitter. And his name popped up on the bottom of the screen, and it said Freddy Krueger.
Oh my god!
And it was like, I think it was for Dunham.
That's funny.
Shit. I think it was for like one of the website things like GoDaddy or something to get a proper name before they're all taken. But
it was the IT Crowd.
What was that?
On that British show, The IT Crowd, one of the characters went out with this guy that she had to dump. He was like the perfect guy, but his name was Peter File.
Oh my god!
And they called it out over the megaphone while he was leaving for the airport, and she just kind of like ghosted him.
Oh.
You gotta wonder what happened at Blumhouse, because this was supposed to all happen in the same night. So all three movies were supposed to happen back to back on the same night, and suddenly they go to make this movie and everything changes.
Yep.
And it goes from the same night to like 4 years later. The hell happened there? Why separate it 4 years? Why come up with this convoluted? He's been living in the sewer and eating rats. They call him Master Splinter now.
Yeah, dude.
It's like
I
lost
couldn't
the ability
believe it.
to write trilogies. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's okay. You said they lost the ability to write trilogy.
Yeah, like we can't like get 3 movies stringed together anymore without it being a.
Well, it's because all the corporate meddling.
Yeah,
like it's not the screenwriter's fault. In all honesty, screenwriters have absolutely zero input into their screenplays now. They submit it. The director says, "I want to mess with that," completely changes it, and then corporate comes in. Whole boardroom of people that don't even enjoy their content go and mess with it.
Jesus.
You see, and that's sad. That whole situation is super sad because, again, for a character like this, and this is supposed to be the end of the franchise or whatever. Wow, it's time for a reboot.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow. I think they could have stopped with the first one and just have him burned to death in the house.
Mm-hmm.
That I would have been more okay with that because that movie had some problems, but it wasn't that bad. I still had enjoyment out of that first one out of these 3. I did not see Halloween Kills. I only saw E-Tap's review, and that was enough for me. And I laughed pretty hard during that.
Him getting out of that house was one of the real high points of that movie. Him taking on the entire fire crew and just getting them like they were nothing was one of the high points of that movie. And the end. I mean, there's some of the best slasher kills in Halloween Kills. Even though the story's kind of screwy and the you can completely cut the hospital scene out completely.
Yeah.
Wow.
And just go with the kills. It's got some great kills in that movie. And that's why I was like, okay, I'm going into this thinking it's got to be good. This is the end of this trilogy, and it's Blumhouse. But yeah, no.
That's why, like, at the end of this movie, like, how he goes out, I'm like, what? The last movie, he's like an unstoppable killing machine. What the hell happened?
Yeah. What's up, RJ?
The money stopped.
Yeah,
he went Logan. It was like watching Logan. It's like watching Wolverine and Logan. Wolverine's all like huffing and puffing, like Canadian Rockies. I've only got one lung, and Michael's like, I can barely lift my knife. I can't stab anybody. What's going on? Yeah.
Yeah. Holy crap! So all right, so we know who was under the mask, right? We just
William
saw him
Shatner?
before, huh? Good old Hans Cock.
No.
That's right. Oh, you guys didn't know that? Surprise, surprise. I'm Michael Myers. I'm everybody now. Indianapolis 8. Indiana Jones, I mean. Yeah, I made a lot of money with that one. Boycott them. But yeah, I'm Mike Myers. No mask required.
Show us on the doll where Jamie Lee Curtis hurt you.
No, he stumbles with the mascot, and it's just this old guy complaining. Oh, son of a bitch! Like people are like, what, Michael?
I broke a hip again.
I was,
It's dude.
I was interested at first though too, because like they had this kind of like, I felt like they were gonna like turn this new kid into the new Michael Myers, like and kind of like hand the thing down. And then I was like, then they started going in this weird direction, and I'm like, what the hell?
All right, we're going to backtrack for a minute for those people who are unaware what happened. All right, so the opening, basically, this babysitter guy, he accidentally kills the rich kid that he's babysitting. The kid's messing with him. Yeah, the kid's messing with him. He's supposed to go to sleep, and he got pissed with him. Mm-hmm. So when the babysitter goes to the kitchen, he wanted to get something to eat or drink. The kid screams or something, knocks over the lamp. And you think maybe Mike Myers in the house, the door's open. So he goes to take a look. He's calling out for the kid. He's not finding him. He goes back into the house, and the knife is now missing from the kitchen that he was going to use to cut a piece of cake. And he's kind of going all around the house looking for the kid. He gets all the way up towards the attic area. And again, this is a mansion, so it's set up a little differently, and is basically like a door that goes straight up to it. And he goes in there. He sees that it's open, looking for the kid, and it slams behind them, and the kid's laughing at him, and he's like, "Oh, Mike Myers is gonna kill you," and basically the guy starts flipping out, and he's kicking the door. As the parents come home, they open up the front door, and at the top of the stairs there, the babysitter busts the door open and smashes the kid in the face with the handle of the door, and he goes flying off the banister and lands like 3 or 4 stories down. As the parents walk in, that was exactly, Chris. That was so fucking funny.
He face plants into the hardwood floor, and his face literally like just smashes like you hit it with a sledgehammer.
Yeah.
Take that, gravity.
Yeah, it was crazy.
It takes it wrong because it's funny.
And the mother starts screaming. It is.
And he has the knife still, the kid. So they're like, think something was up too. So.
Oh yeah. I forgot that. He had that in his hand. And
I can't leave you home alone.
and at that moment, even Loge is like,
not okay.
So, but you know who is okay? We got Marinus in the house. How you doing, brother?
Hell. Hey, everybody. How you doing?
Hey.
We're doing okay. We're covering this last Halloween movie.
Oh, man. What did I miss?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Do yourself a favor and boycott it because it is garbage.
Well, it could be comedy though. I mean, that sounded freaking hilarious. Parents
Well,
walking in and
that's-
they just hear the.
That scene was because you wanted to see that kid meet his end. Because I mean, when you first see him, he scares his mother. Then he seems like a sweet kid, and then as soon as they leave, he's a little shit. So I don't know. It was so bad. But yeah, then they have this time jump. Jamie Lee Curtis, she's got a haircut from the previous movies. She bought a house. But the whole opening basically tells you how the people are all affected by Mike Myers and how other people killed themselves thinking he's gonna come and they did this whole stupid thing in the town that makes no sense.
Basically, the thing was that since Michael Myers disappeared after the last movie, which they don't really explain why he disappeared or anything. All the hatred and stuff they had for Michael Myers, they kind of tunneled it towards this kid who accidentally killed the kid that he was babysitting.
Yeah,
and yeah.
So yeah, they have this. Well, it's a 4-year jump, and it's painful. It's really painful to watch. Yeah, Nuke, skip it. A hard pass, I'd say. Hard pass on this one.
Have any of you heard what she said about this movie? The connections between this and the politics of it all.
Politics.
Okay, so the kid in the movie, the kid that Vinny's talking about, is supposedly someone who contributed in the January 6th event.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Wow.
And Michael Myers is our favorite Orange Man bad. That's the allegory, the connection between this movie. And if you think about it, when Vinny gets to the end of the movie and explains this, and how like the whole town comes out to dish out punishment, it's like, wow, you guys are up your own ass.
Well, then this was the perfect image to put up of her. See, had I known that, I would have probably boycotted the movie beforehand. I did not know that's what she said.
Well, you know the new revelations that have come out. Tim Pool had a video about it.
The video.
Yeah, the one
video
where
with Nancy. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't. I've been waiting for this to happen. You know, it was all planned.
It was supposed to be their October surprise, but it implicates them more than anything.
Yeah, dumbass.
Wait, what had happened?
Pelosi is caught on video. Like she had her daughter follow her around on that specific day for some reason, with a video crew to record her saying, basically issuing threats to the then sitting president, physical violence, saying that she wanted to punch him out and stuff. And then she said, there's something like trespassing on the Capitol grounds or whatever. Good, I've been waiting for this.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Smoking gun.
That certainly is a smoking gun. How are they gonna backpedal on that one?
Probably the same way they got Pelosi's husband, who was a major DOI. I mean, we saw Dead to Rights, the video and everything. And
Exactly. It's going to it's just going to disappear from the news. We're not going to hear about it again.
Yeah, these monsters are above the law.
I didn't mean to bring up politics. It was just something that I caught that she did say, because the hospital scene in Halloween 2, she came out and said that's the January 6th riot. That's the Jan 6 riot on the Capitol and an insurrection. So this is a pattern of her opening her mouth and trying to say this movie is about this, and Halloween Ends is about getting the evil orange man bad and finally getting justice and letting everyone have peace by grinding him into bits.
Well, hold on a second, because we did have extra footage of Nancy Pelosi. I don't know if you heard this one that leaked. She was talking about the people who came over the border.
I'm going to shoot one peasant a day until he gives himself up.
Don't you think it's cruel and heartless, even for you, Your Excellency?
What if I just wounded one peasant a day? You are right. I'm not thinking clearly. This Zorro has me loco.
What?
God.
Is that a loaf of bread he pulled out?
No. Going back to this shit show of a movie, and now knowing that, holy crap. So yeah, because this kid is a complete screw up, and he starts to date Laurie's granddaughter apparently. So in the previous movie, Laurie's daughter gets killed, which is the chick from Archer. What the hell's her name? That blonde. Anyway, she had died. So, and this is the other stupid thing too. Jamie Lee Curtis's her character. She runs into the babysitter being bullied by much younger kids than him, which really makes no sense. And he cuts himself on a bottle. Like they push him on the floor, and it was really dumb. So. Apparently the granddaughter is working in the hospital. She brings him over there and they kind of meet, and you could see there's some kind of love going on there. But here's a really stupid thing. So they start dating. Things are going well. And then all of a sudden, even Jamie Lee Curtis likes him. And then he goes to a bar with them and runs into the mother of the kid that he accidentally killed. And she makes him feel like shit. And he goes, "This is why I don't go out, blah, blah, blah." And he's going home. He's like on foot or something, and he's by this little bridge, and he runs into the same bullies that bothered him at the gas station and made him cut himself. And they long story short, they knock him over the railing, and then they take off. And the girl's like, "Oh my God, you killed him! Oh, nothing happened. He tripped. Get in the car, bitch." So
yeah, pretty much.
Come on, this is not a comedy.
Oh, dude,
No.
it's so stupid. So when he falls into this bridge. There's like a bum there, and a sewer, like a sewer entrance. And basically his body gets dragged until he's inside of it. And then you see, and it basically looks like something out of like the Ninja Turtles movie. It was really dumb. and the kid wakes up and he's in pain, he's all hurt, and he's looking to climb. He wants to get out of there, and he's going down the tunnel to get out, and a hand comes through the wall and grabs him, and it's Mike Myers. And this is
who just so happened to be hanging out in the sewer for what 3-4 years
apparently. So as he has the kid by the neck, he's looking at him through like this hole in the wall, and they look into each other's eyes, and it's like they see each other's souls. And he sees the events of like Laurie Strode from the first movie, and then Michael Myers sees him knocking the kid over the railing and kind of like lets go of him, and it's almost like he's possessed by Mike Myers,
which I thought would have been an interesting kind of like thing at first, and then they just went completely 180 with it.
It's like Kevin Spacey and Ezra Miller.
Well, he's supposed to be like his superpowers is insanity. He's not like Jason or Freddy. He doesn't really have that supernatural like magic shit. He's just an unkillable monster.
I know there was like theory and stuff that the Silver Shamrock, because Silver Shamrock is in this universe, that this mask was originally like a prototype to the Silver Shamrock mask that we got in Halloween 3. And there's like a theory about that, but I don't know if that's actually what they're doing or we're gonna do or not.
Well, at the end of the last movie, he's laying there. His arm and leg are broken. He's been stabbed. He's been shot. And suddenly he's like, okay, arm's fixed. Okay, leg's fixed. He gets up and starts fucking killing everybody.
Yep.
And you're like, okay, this is supernatural Michael Myers. All right, fine. Throw some Jason Voorhees shit in here. Great. And then we get to this and he's like, he's like working on one lung. It's like he's lost a lung and he's got nothing left. There's no more gas in the tank.
Yeah. Right. And
he needs some help with that knife.
Here's the extra stupid thing about that whole thing too, even with this thing with the kid. So like he runs out of the sewer and he runs into the bum, and now the bum pulls a knife on him, and he's like, "No one leaves. How did he let you leave? You got to go back in there and die." And he grabs the knife and he stabs the homeless
bum.
Dude, the bum
for no reason.
For no reason. He goes back home and his mother's treating him like shit too, which makes no sense because of what he's been through. You think she'd be nicer to him? No, it's like, you're a fucking idiot. What are you doing? Blah blah blah. And he runs into the shower, and he's like staring at himself in the mirror. It's so bizarre, like he's slowly being possessed or something. And then he's like on this hunger kill streak. This kid.
She tries to kiss him though. He's okay, lip to lip. Okay, this guy's like what, in his 20s?
Yeah.
His mom's like almost open mouth, like, and I'm like, no. No, I had to like, what the hell is going on? His mom's like, like, give me some sugar, baby. Like, what the fuck?
Oh my god, yeah. It's
sounds like
not
a
bum. Yeah. Sorry. But no, oh my god, it's a painful movie to watch. So anyway, this kid, as he's dating the granddaughter, he's like convincing her that this whole town is shit too, and like she's almost like getting in on it with him, like like we should burn this whole place and then leave, and like she's getting off on it. And then the kid goes around town, he's like killing a bunch of people who basically upset him, and he goes back into the sewer, and
he takes the one guy that like there's a guy that gets him and his girlfriend are like at a thing and they're eating, and this guy like comes up and is trying to get her to go with them over to this party that they're doing, and he basically eventually takes that guy back to Michael Myers and like, show me how to do it, like show me how to like kill people basically,
which again it makes no sense because he already killed the bum.
Yeah, it's pretty
and when Michael Myers actually kills the thing, it's like it's his spinach kind of, and he starts spinach, and he like fucking starts getting all like jacked up again. So it's like, what the hell?
He gets like super strong. I guess those rats had a little extra in them as well. He drinks the blood of the rats. He gets off
lives
on
evil, basically.
It's so dumb. But then he follows this kid back to Laurie's house where the granddaughter is, because you see them going up the stairs like they're gonna go make out or fuck, and like Laurie's coming back from visiting, I think, his mother, because she said like the last time she saw the kid, like he's got the devil in his eyes. It looked like Mike Myers I was looking at. So like they're building it up to like Draven was saying, like they were gonna make this kid the new Mike Myers, which again, he's maybe 5'6". So how is he gonna be the next Mike Myers?
Wow.
So stupid. So yeah, Walton's like, yeah, we're about the same height. Yeah. So basically,
So it's a movie about Walton.
yeah. So no. So Lori's looking at them through the window like they're going upstairs as well because she pulls in the driveway, and who's staring on in the foreground? You see Mike Myers, like he followed them home as well. So now he knows where Lori lives. Ooh. But
yeah, it was sort of like back in the first one where Michael Myers is behind the bush, and then like he like disappears, and she's like looking around, and he just pops up behind her. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Well, yeah, they try to do those cheap nods to the original, which I think they failed miserably. But this is the thing that makes zero sense. So they're going up the stairs. They're going to go screw. Mike Myers sees Lori there, who he's been wanting to kill for 40 years. And he walks away, where he could have just stabbed her from behind and been like, all right, my job's done here. Did anyone get that?
Well, it's because he smelled the whore secretary. See, you gotta have a naked whore to kill in every one of these movies. There has to be like a naked whore that'll fuck anybody, and he smelled her. He was like, skank secretary, and went off to kill the skank secretary before he got to Lori because he needed a little more juice.
He said juice, not the other word.
Not the Kanye word.
Right.
That is a cunt move. Come on, even you got to agree. Hey.
But yeah, I don't know. Unless she did shit her pants from her Activia, and he's like, no, I'll wait for later. She's like, Activia, I gotta run to the bathroom. And Mike is like, all right, I'll be back later. I've been living in the sewers with piss and shit and rats and everything, but I'll come back later when she showers. But yeah, this movie was just so bad. So later, the kid goes back to the sewer and he goes, there's something I need. And he doesn't want to use a little Halloween mask that he had at one point in the movie. He wanted to take Michael's mask. And he ran in there and they fought a little bit. And again, since Mike, I guess he doesn't have his spinach yet, he didn't have enough kills. The kid knocks him down, takes the mask, and leaves him there by himself. And it's so sad to see anyway. Like, this is what they did to the franchise, really.
Yeah.
So
then basically the rest of the movie is the kid with the mask going around killing everybody.
Yeah, so Mike Myers is now 1.5 feet shorter than he normally is, and he went after the bullies. He kills this radio jock who is this black guy who was being a dick to him earlier in the movie. Like he's going after everyone who basically hurt him or made him feel like shit. He kills his own mother, and then he's gonna go to he went to Lori's house. I guess he was gonna kill her, and he told the girlfriend, like, get ready, we're gonna leave town. She goes to this diner where he told her to meet, and he's not showing up. So obviously, she's gonna be going back to grandma's house to see what the fuck happened. But Lori's making it look like she's gonna off herself, and she left a phone call with the cops saying so, and she's got a gun out of her safe. Remember the arsenal she had in the other movie? Now she's down to one gun. So and there's a pumpkin in the room. You hear the shot, and you see the pumpkin smashed all over the floor. The kid opens up the door. She goes, "You really think I'm going to shoot myself?" And she shoots him twice. He falls back, falls off the banister, and the kid's like all psychotic completely. He's not dead. She shot him like in the shoulder and somewhere else. So basically, she's like, I know what you are, blah, blah, blah. Stay away from my granddaughter. And he goes, if I can't have her, no one will. And the kid has the knife in his hand, and like she's getting ready to, she's gonna kill him or something, and he takes the knife and stabs himself in the neck. as the granddaughter walks in, and she goes, "You son of a bitch!" and she tries to pull it out of his neck. Like, again, this whole setup is retarded. So
he tried to kill himself by stabbing himself in the neck.
He stabbed himself in the neck with a butcher knife.
Yeah. Like there's no coming back from that.
Why?
He grabs the handle. Like, he's dead. He's bleeding out. And So the granddaughter walks in and goes, "Oh my God, how dare you, blah, blah, blah. The only guy I ever loved." And then she slams the door and she's like leaving. And she's like, "That motherfucker." So then she goes to lock the back door because she sees it's open. And obviously Mike Myers, you see his hand. I guess he came out
the
of his
mask is
purse.
off, and the kid at this point.
Yeah.
And he comes in and grabs the mask and puts it back on. And then there's like a big altercation between her and Jamie Lee.
She should have just gone off on the granddaughter. Do you see the fucking knife, bitch? Do you see the mask? Look what he's wearing. He's got blood all over him. This is the psycho son of a bitch that's been running around town murdering people. And you're mad at me?
Yeah.
Exactly. No, there's no explanation. It's just, and then on the way out of town, like she gets a call from the older cop. He was in the previous movies, and he's got a thing for Lori, and he's like, "Oh, we got to call that your grandmother was going to off herself." And she's like, she stops to think, and then she sees like the radio station's up in flames, and she's like, "Wait a minute, how did that happen? Maybe the kid did kill him. I don't know." Like she's putting the pieces together. It is so stupid. So like she races back home, but at that point, Lori and Michael are fighting, and there's a whole. It's a shitty sequence. It's piss poor.
Yeah.
And like basically she
pins him to the island in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And then slits his throat.
Well, no, she dropped the refrigerator on his leg too. To really, the two hands are stabbed on the island. And
After
then,
stabbing him in the heart with a butcher knife.
Yes, we forgot that. Oh, it is just painful.
But he was able to walk through a shit ton of people, no problem.
Yeah. Oh my, it's horrible.
Movie.
So, but again, it's it's old Hans Cock. He's like, "I'm getting too old for this shit." So, the granddaughter walks in. She's like, "Yeah, do it," and she's like, and then she gives her whole thing. "I've run from you. I've chased you." Every stupid thing from every movie in the last 40 years that she was actually a part of, and then she goes in, "Tonight you're dead," and she slits his throat and then slits his wrist.
She demasks him too.
Yeah, because they when she first slit his throat, like the granddaughter wasn't in the room yet, and he grabs her with his hand that's split open, so there's no way he could do this anyway. But he's strangling her to death with one hand. She's like, "Do it," like she's getting off on it. It is so dumb. And the granddaughter stops it, and then they slit his wrist, and he bleeds out completely as the older sheriff comes in, and then they do this whole bit where like this makes no sense. They're not calling the coroner or anything. It's no, we need to make a spectacle of him, and they tie him to the roof of a car. Hold on, we'll get it's the lovely Sherry. How you doing, Sherry?
Yeah, Sherry.
So they tie Michael to the roof of a car, and they're going to parade him through the town. Now, throughout the course of the movie, let me make sure everyone's aware of this. Throughout the course of the movie, you have all these horrible moments where the townspeople who survive Mike Myers' attacks are taking it out on Lori. You baited him. You made this psycho want to kill everyone. This is your fault.
Yeah.
There's the little politics they threw in there. It made no sense. It's so stupid. So at the end of the movie, you see all the survivors. They go to the dump over there, and to crush the cars, like they throw his body, and you got in like this meat grinder. Essentially, it's painful to watch how ridiculous this movie is.
You ever see The Punisher with Thomas Jane when he killed John Travolta's character? It was like so unnecessarily contrived and funny. Like it was just like ultraviolet, like kills him and then sets him on fire, then drags his head, and it spells out like I think it's spelled out like a fire skull or something.
Yeah, the explosions on the car lot showed a Punisher skull.
It's like every time the crow kills somebody, there's the symbol of the crow.
Yeah.
That was badass when he dragged John Travolta.
Right. Wait, hold on. What was that, Tony?
No, that was badass because he had John Travolta dragged by the car into the explosives and shit.
Yeah, but the prep work for that, like, he better kill somebody because he's like, son of a bitch, I just spent all afternoon doing this.
Like, what if it just a common black and white caught him setting all that up, you know?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Etep's gonna have a field day when he reviews this one as Cleveland
Oh
Brown.
God.
Oh my God. This is a Peter.
Hey, Vinny, I gotta go. But
Yeah, man.
thank you, brother. Thank you so much for the invite. This has been an absolute barrel monkey laughs, brother. Thank
Dude,
you.
awesome,
I needed this. I needed this after watching that piece of shit movie.
Yeah.
Right?
But we all know what happens.
If you are free on Sunday night, you're welcome to come back. But let the good folks know where they could find you right now.
I'm over at Loki's Mornings of Mischief, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. We talk about movies, we talk about TV, we talk about video games, and we talk about having a successful YouTube channel and the skills you need to do it.
Excellent, brother. Dude, have a great night, man. And yeah,
You
man,
too.
like I said, you're welcome back anytime.
Thank you, brother. I'd love to come back. Have a great one, guys.
Take care.
Have a good night, Loki.
But yeah, man, this movie was it was something else. Holy crap! I don't know what's going on. And here's the crazy thing too, because Blumhouse, like, there's been a handful of movies that they've done that are pretty good, and Black Phone was fantastic.
Oh, Black Phone was great.
Yeah, and they dropped the ball so hard on this. Like, you're gonna end the franchise like this, or I mean, I clearly
They kind of set it up to make it seem like Lori could become a killer too. Because they like the whole you become
a
evil,
geriatric
there's
middle-aged woman.
There's like
Trump
this
syndrome.
it's whether or not you let it take you over or something. It's like an infection or whatever inside you. Like that whole
What's it
line
called?
made it seem like that she could potentially, because she's killing Michael Myers or whatnot.
What was it? Halloween menopause kills, like
right? I mean, that's literally like Pelosi, It's to play it again.
I'm going to shoot one peasant a day until he gives himself up.
Don't you think it's cruel and heartless, even for you, Your Excellency?
What if I just wounded one peasant a day? Ay, you are right. I'm not thinking clearly. But this Zorro has me loco.
The next horror movie is just Prom Night, and it's wherever the granddaughter went. It's her prom, and she's having the prom, and then Lori just shows up and starts murdering all the people that are trying to date her because they're not good enough.
I haven't seen that movie in forever. I might watch that again. I see that in bits and pieces, the Prom Night. But yeah, a sequel to that would be better than what they did to this. Oh my God! Yeah, wow. This is a painful movie. For those who might watch it, hopefully we convince you not to, because it's not worth it. It's garbage, and especially that they try to tack on politics after the fact too.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I didn't realize she said that.
Me neither. I wouldn't have seen it at all. But yeah, wow. I figured, what the hell? It came out. Fuck it, I'll put it on while I'm working on some stuff, and I'm like, wow, this movie just got more and more like. It was painful to watch. It really was. I don't know. Between that and Hellraiser, I'm like, what the hell's going on with these horror movies?
Hellraiser.
Again, you got to stop with that.
I didn't like this though. I liked Hellraiser.
Yeah, I didn't hate Hellraiser, but
I didn't hate it
I knew
either.
what it was going into it because I know Clive Barker stuff.
Yeah.
It's shit. But anyway.
Most new horror is shit, to be honest.
Yeah. Oh, straight up. There was another bit of information that kind of dropped. All right, we're hold on. This is another late breaking one. But again, this is just confirmation. Good old Hans Koch had it right again, folks. When I talked about Henry Cavill being back as Superman, well, there was a DC writer, or former DC writer, who spilled the beans. And apparently this is the end credits of Black Adam. Right here, they credit Superman. So he's in the film, folks. Like I said 1,000,000 times, Henry Cavill is back as the Man of Steel. Ladies, drop your panties. Get ready for me. I mean, for Henry.
Is this for the Black Adam credits? Okay.
Yeah, so that's what they said, because one of the writers, he goes, why am I credited in this movie? I didn't do anything to do with Black Adam. But the guy did write Superman and Batman for a while, so...
Roquefort's in there. Holy crap.
Yeah, there's a few. Oh, Rocafort, wasn't he still doing mainstream work up until like a couple months ago?
I think so.
Pretty sure he was. But yeah. No, yeah, there's a ton of different people in here.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, that's interesting to see. And yeah, and it's funny, he didn't see the movie. Someone just sent him the end credits, and he's like, and he didn't realize it. He's like, I made a funny about it. He's like, no, I really didn't realize it. But yeah, so there you go.
I'm pretty excited that Henry Cavill is back as Superman, because I think he's a very cool Superman. But I'm not very stoked to see Black Adam somehow. I see the trailer and I feel it's a watered down of the character. They tried to make him the good guy. Well, in reality, Black Adam is a big piece of shit. And I love him for that. I mean, he's a great anti. Well, I don't call him a hero. He's just a great villain.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he's killed a lot of people in the comics, and now they make him a funny Joker or something.
An anti-villain. It's the trailers make him seem like he's an anti-villain.
Yeah.
Well, I think a lot of people mess up what protagonist and antagonist means, because I've seen like people like, oh, well, he's not really the protagonist or whatever. It's like the protagonist is the character that the story is told from. Mm-hmm. And in American Psycho, like Christian Bale's character was a villain, but he was still the protagonist.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I don't see if there's nothing wrong with telling the story from the perspective of the villain, as long as you're like, he's a piece of shit. Like,
Oh yeah.
But they always try to they're like, oh, well, if he's the protagonist, he has to be the hero in some way. It's like, no, that's not.
Well, Black Adam can't be the bad guy because he's played by a person of color.
A POC.
Yeah.
Teen is right. That's how they work, in the Sentinel. Yeah, he's sick of them humanizing villains. He says, Marinus. Yeah, exactly. And it's true. This is the new way, this new direction that they keep going with all these supposed villains. Like, they're not making them who they're supposed to be. They want to make him some kind of anti-hero nonsense. Obviously, he'll be flipping. I mean, they always do that shit. Because, again, The Rock knows that he has to be a straight-up villain. They're going to try to do what they could in this stupid thing, because they just want to introduce the character. Because the whole setup, the whole point of this movie is just to set up Superman versus Black Adam, Shazam, and possibly some other Justice League.
Hawk Girl. And I don't think that's going to fly. I think what's going to happen is they're going to oversaturate the movie with characters that nobody gives a shit about.
Yeah,
and it's going to turn into a big convoluted mess. And people are like, wait a minute, is he the hero or the villain? Why is he a hero in the movie? But when I went and got the supplementary material, like the comics and stuff, he's like a bad guy. What's going on?
Yeah. Well, I think there's going to be a spin in it. Obviously, I think the last act of the movie, it'll be just straight up him being a villain. But that being said, they said that they had like the fans doing the pre-screenings, and they said it tracked worse than the canceled Batgirl film. So
I can see that.
But it's going to break. I don't know. I'll say it's going to make a shit ton of money just for the simple fact that it's The Rock, and people they don't care. There's already multiple people I know who. They don't know about the character, or they're iffy on him, but they said, "Oh, we're going to see it no matter what because it's The Rock." So, that's going to be the only deciding factor for people.
Who's the villain in the movie? Actually,
I couldn't tell you.
Hawk Girl.
It'll probably be white men.
Yeah,
wasn't Dr. What is Dr. Fate? Isn't he like trying to stop him from being like?
I think they're trying.
Evil?
I think they're trying to convince him to be on their side, or to join their Justice Society or whatever the hell. But again, in the trailer, you see it like he's fighting with Hawkguy, whatever the fuck his name is. He's fighting with some of these characters. Well, again, I hate that they keep playing with these things too. He was white in the comics when I grew up, and now they
made him Egyptian in Legends,
Legends of Tomorrow.
Then he's Greek, because Egyptians are like the Ptolemies. Were
he keeps apparently he keeps coming back as different people because he's been alive, and I don't know. It's so stupid. He was white, he was Egyptian, he was I don't know what the hell they're doing.
I'm Egyptian magician.
Well, I'm not that deep into the DC lore, so I don't know all the other like sub characters, but I don't know. I always like Black Adam. I know like the magic is Superman's weakness, so that'll be a good fight. They did a great job with that cartoon. It was Shazam, Superman versus Black Adam, and that was really awesome. I love how they did it. So, and again, we're getting the Black Adam movie. We're getting the sequel to Shazam. They're building up for the next film, which is going to be finally their big fight and whatnot. But yeah, I don't know. I know Zaslav wanted Henry Cavill back, and he made sure it was going to happen. The Rock, this is the only reason why Black Adam got made is because he said, no, Henry's staying as Superman. Like, he put his foot down because...
I think we're going to get another Snyder thing.
No.
Rock's ex-wife is both of their agents, too. Henry Cavill and his agent.
Yep.
Danny Garcia, or whatever her name is.
Yeah, they were when they first penned that deal. I remember because they were in my area. What do you call it? The Rock, like he's got a nice house that's I don't know if that's the one he gave to his mother, but it's maybe 15-20 minutes away from where I live. And it's funny too because Henry's been spotted in my area a few times. So he vacations here every now and then, which is kind of crazy. But
not vacationing now.
What was that?
Probably not vacationing now.
Yeah, right. But
yeah.
But yeah, no, but again, hanging out with The Rock, I'm like, I figured this was going to happen no matter what, because The Rock's been saying it for a number of years. He loves that version of Superman. Henry is the guy, and he goes, yeah, we're doing Black Adam because of that. We're leading up into it. Like, he made his stand. Now, don't get me wrong. I think he looks great as the character. The costume looks fantastic. I bought the McFarlane figures, like of Black Adam though, not the rest of them. I could give a shit, but it's a great figure. I did a review on him too, if you guys are curious. But the movie could suck. It doesn't matter. It's just introducing the character into that world and to set up for something better. Now, I do not think there's going to be a Zack Snyder sequel to Justice League because they've already been very crystal clear that they don't like the direction he was doing. But they do like the actors and the characters that have been established.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Gal Gadot, man.
Oh,
yeah.
Hell
you know what irritates me about modern movies? For the last couple of years, they spoil everything before the movies comes out. If there's a super character like Superman, or for instance, like in this case, hey, do you know that Superman comes? Why don't you, I don't know, sprinkle some hints into the trailer,
Yeah, but we live in an information age. Like, it's all
exactly.
But if it hits the internet, it's out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like with wrestling's like that too.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, for sure.
Well,
hey, guys, I do hate to cut this thing short, but I do have some things I need to take care of. But we're going to be doing sign-ups. Before we do, Tina, would you be available on Sunday out of curiosity?
I should be. I don't see any reason why not.
Okay, because I think we might hit a little bit of this. And this is a proper She-Hulk. I saw this somewhere on the internet. I'm like, yeah,
wow,
Gina would have been.
That's hot.
Right? She would have been fantastic. But so I think on Sunday we'll poke some fun at this thing because I heard some stuff, but you actually saw it. So I'd like to hear more about that on Sunday. So we'll cover a little bit of that in there since it's kind of trick or treat anyway, right? But we're gonna do some outros now. Brian, what's up, dude? Hope you're doing well, man. Great seeing you, Tommy, brother. I guess his internet wasn't working too well today, but I want to say, Tina, where could the good folks find you?
Well, the good folks can find me hanging out with these guys on the weekends. I've also joined Sporking News Podcast on Monday nights to review House of the Dragon. And any other time, you can see me in the chats or check me out on Twitter at Tina Bojan. Thanks for the invite.
Oh, excellent. Anytime. Let Scott know that too. I've been watching. I've been loving the House of the Dragon. That is damn good. So if he ever needs anyone extra too, just
sure.
Poke him in the eye for
him when he was under 100.
What was that?
I said I was a mod for him when he was under 100.
Wow.
Oh, damn.
Way back when.
Yeah. No, Sky's a good dude though. But Adega, since you were chatting here. Where could they find you, and let them know what you've been cooking?
Here, you can find me here. Thursday night, you can find me on Loki's show doing spooky stuff. Last night, I did a thing about, you hear about animal mutilations? Well, apparently the aliens do it to humans as well, and there is receipts. I got lots of images showing up pretty nasty. I do weekly reveals of works that I've been doing on chapters of new books, and not all my stuff, but I have 4 books now that are on Amazon.
Cool, man.
Beautiful, man.
Yeah, find those if you want them. That hardcover is no longer available unless you get a used one. The other ones are going to be removed as soon as well.
Sorry, I'll update the link.
Beautiful, dude. Thank you, Tony, for dropping the links. But what's the next one that you're going to be pulling?
Children of the Directive is going to go. They all are. You can get e-copies or paperback. The hardcovers are just limited because they're kind of expensive, and I don't want people paying that kind of money for something like that unless they're collectors. And that's what they're going to be. So this Children of the Directive is going to disappear, and then I should release it in a couple of weeks or sooner. The end of the trilogy for the sci-fi one, and that'll be in hardback for a short time.
All right, nice, man. Hell yeah. I'm glad I got Evolution when I did, but yeah, I've been meaning to get the other ones, but I know you're going to be re-releasing something soon, and I still want to try to get a piece in for you on that. But either way, man, thank you, Doc, for being here. You're an awesome dude and a great creator too. So yeah, I urge everybody run out and grab his books because they are epic, and yeah, I can't wait to dive into those. But speaking of another person here, who very talented writer, another person who creates just amazing stuff. We got Chris Fisk in the house.
Hey, yeah, thanks for having me on. Yeah, I guess I can share kind of a Vinnieart exclusive, I guess, for this channel. We have the variant version of book 2. So this will be a sampler that we'll be seeing added to the website. And again, we've had variant covers. This is a variant book. So again, we'll be able to see the story from 2 different art teams' perspectives play out. So yeah,
that's incredible.
I can't wait to. And it'll be. I think it's like the first 13 or so pages. So chapter 1 will be available on the website for free. It's a nice little sampler to give you a taste of what's to come for book 2. And there will be a link to the book 1 on Amazon as well. So yeah,
great stuff,
dude. That is
can't
amazing,
wait to show more.
Dude, happy to see that. Yeah, dude, thank you for dropping it here too for the first time. Take that, everybody else. Nice. And yeah, man, Draven, let them know what's because we got something cool coming up soon.
Yeah, we do. So Saturday, November 19th at 7 p.m. Eastern, we'll be watching Full Gear over on my channel. I'll probably put the link for the StreamYards to watch it like in the chat so people can watch along for this one, see how that goes. But it's always a really good time us shooting the shit while we watch wrestling and give our commentary and thoughts on it. And then I also do gaming over here as well and over on Twitch. Always a pleasure being here, and thanks for having me.
Awesome, brother. Always a pleasure to have you. I know even when we disagree on some movies, but I'm glad we agreed on this one.
Yeah, and I like the last 2, so it's like I was pleasantly surprised that I didn't.
I have not seen Halloween Kills, but if I get one of those streaming services that if they move it over to something that I have, I'll check. I'll check it out. Peacock doesn't have it.
Really? That's weird.
Yeah, but I'll fast forward through most of it and just watch the kills. Speaking of people who slay it all the time, we got Tony over here, man. Let the good folks know where they can find you, my friend.
Yeah, you can find me over at the Clown World Review, and I got a question for everybody. Who wants a liars tonight? Who wants liars?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Everyone want liars?
Of course.
Well, too bad I'm going to the comedy club with EPAP, but we will be back next week.
Oh, what a tease. What a tease.
Blue ball.
every time this guy does that to us, and all I gotta say is this:
not okay.
No, we took a bit of a hiatus. We didn't even do the wrestling show this week because ETEP's been in town. Finally got to meet my brother, been hanging out with him, and it's his last night in town. It went so quick, but it's been cool getting to know him, getting to know Mrs. Wakuian, and yeah, so we will be back. I'm going to drop some shorts in the meantime, but we will be back Tuesday with the Monday Night War retrospective. We're going to cover February 24th and March 3rd. And then the week after that, we're going to do 2 weeks. So then we'll be on to the WrestleMania 13 watch party. Get it all out of the way, and start a new year in wrestling. Then Friday, we will be back with the Liars, which I wish we had it tonight because I really want to talk about the whole Elon Musk Ukraine saga going on right now. You can even check out my Twitter at TToneDeaf. I made a little tweet about it a little while ago. So,
excellent, sweet. But again, I know there was a few topics I wanted to hit today too. But yeah, Halloween ends really did. Wow. But Sunday, whatever we didn't hit tonight, we could hit over on Sunday as well. And Tony, if you want to bring up some of that stuff, we could hit some.
That new Black Lives Matter movie too came out.
Oh God!
Yeah, we need to watch party that Draven offered. Even if it's just us backstage watching it.
Oh hell yeah!
Greatest lie ever sold. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I've been looking forward to that one.
Which one is it?
Candace Owens made The Greatest Lie Ever Sold, and it's all about how Black Lives Matter scammed the entire country.
Yeah. Do you remember?
And it's tied with the trans stuff, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Wow. Do you remember a few months ago she went to Patrice Calor's house, the leader of BLM, and she was pregnant and was being professional, like Candace was pregnant.
Yeah.
And she was asking to speak with her, and basically their security guard acted like Candace was threatening her, and then Patrice got onto Instagram and was like, we're being threatened and we need to pull together. And Candace is sitting there just 6 months pregnant. What you talking about threatening her? It was a big thing on social media.
It's the movie too, by the way.
It's when they were filming this documentary. So that's why she went to her house and stuff.
All right, dude. Yeah, let me know whenever we do that, man. I'd be down to watch that for sure. Candace Owens is fantastic. She's she doesn't give a shit. She's gonna expose the horrible people and the liars as much as she could. So, dude, excellent, man. Tony, have fun tonight. Tell ETEP we said hello. Big hugs all around, but no homo. Unless you're into that, do whatever you got to do.
Well, Tommy's accusing me of clown cock teasing, so.
And Tina, she wants you to wash your cock. So.
Hey, I'm the official cheerleader of the Clean Your Peen movement. So.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. I didn't know that Walt was bringing that back. Oh God. I cleaned it too good. But. Marinus, my friend, let the people know where they can find you and what else you got going on.
Yeah, well, first of all, you can always find me on Twitter. I'm mostly daily there. I also make a daily video on my YouTube channel, also called Dark Side of Comics. I'm my reviews are always straight to the point, honest, and mostly raw. I don't edit because I can't do it because I just want that. So I'm just doing it, from the heart, if you will. So I'm doing daily reviews, daily unboxing. Well, not daily unboxings, but unboxings a lot. Also, I'm working on a comic book called Gemini Crusaders. We wanted to launch basically this year, but that's not going to happen. So too bad. We need to go to the next year. But wait for that. I'm working with Rod Looper. He's now busy with other stuff. And then we're going to create a fantastic comic that I'm sure you're going to like a lot. Also, I got Instagram, but I'm not really active there, so I need to change that too. But you can follow me there, of course. So basically, follow everyone here on this panel and follow everyone in the chat. That's my message.
Excellent, man. Absolutely. Yeah, Brian, have a great night too, my friend. For those who are unaware, he has the awesome 6-gun gorilla. He's got the omnibus that's happening now. Yeah, Brian, if you're still around, again, hit me up if you want to pop up on Sunday stream. Yeah, he's always has great insight on stuff too, and especially movie knowledge too, which is always awesome. But hell yeah, man. Maris, thank you for being here. And
hey, thanks for having me, man. I really appreciate it. I'm sorry I was a little bit late. I just came from work. So,
it's okay. I was running a little late myself, so no big worries there. Yeah. And for the folks who don't know it, I'm sure you all know by now. All my books are available now. You can get it right away. I won't get too deep into everything, but again, you want a pirate story, 52 pages, fantastic story, amazing artwork. You're gonna be very happy you got it, and it ships immediately. Through the Woods, hardcover, 100-page ghost story, perfect for Halloween, ships immediately. So jump on all this great stuff. You're gonna be happy you did. City of Venus as well, ships immediately, along with the 2 art books. And I am working on the sequel as we speak, so it's in production. Got a couple pages done. I gotta do some more writing this weekend though. I want to tighten up some dialogue and stuff. But it's a process, but it's a great one, and it's going to be a much bigger book as well. It's going to be about 52 pages. Again, it's just me. So there's a lot of hard work going into all this stuff. So your support helps me tremendously. Anything you could do, if you could grab the links, get them out there on social media, that's always a plus. So yeah, thank you everybody once again for being here. You guys and girls rock. Sunday we'll be back, and it's going to be a much longer stream, and we're going to cover a lot more topics. So get ready for that. And let me see. Let's find you a good outro for everybody. Stop sharing screen for a minute. Where is? I had that good one for. It was a Big Lebowski. Here we go. So, everybody, remember, have a great night. Be kind to one another. Big kick-ass while you create.
Who's the fucking nihilist around here, you bunch of fucking crybabies? And I would like my undies, babe.
This guy's gonna hurt us, Walter?
No, Donnie. These men are cowards. Fuck you. Show me what you got, nihilist. You! Fuck you! Anti-Semite?